All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Any% latest patch tournament. I'm Sawayoshi. I'm here with Kokam FF300.
Yeah, hi everyone.
So today we have matchup we've already seen in the pools. DryEye versus Klapudo. We've seen this race once before, and that time DryEye did win. We'll see how this one goes. And I think we're pretty much ready to go if you want to count down. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Gotta open something up. So yeah, so again, we've seen this matchup before. Let me pull up this sheet that I have just for comparing things. We've had this race before. Last time this matchup happened, DryEye got a 35-24 and Klapudo got a 38-30. So DryEye did win that one. It'll be interesting to see whether this race goes similarly or maybe something goes awfully wry on either end and we get a time drastically different from those.
Yeah, I mean, I expect both of them are good runners, so I expect them to do well, but who knows?
Yeah, and we are about to get going here. And yeah, DryEye is getting a little bit of a head start real time, not an issue. Also interesting to note, DryEye does have 34:14, the fastest PB time on speedrun.com for QGA route right now. Everything higher is slope ball, so effectively, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say effectively DryEye has the world record for QGA route, and that's just unfortunately not true, but
Didn't Iho had better time before he moved to Isma's route? I'm not sure.
yes. Yes,
Okay.
at least Yeho had a 34, I think, 02, and then overwrote that with slope ball Isma's route, and we're both into King's Pass here. 3402, thank you for that in chat.
Yeah, so effectively, DryEye is second place Crystal Heart route. That is, I mean, that's still impressive.
It's still impressive. It is still also the fastest QGA route PB on SRC right now. So
Yes.
very impressive. And Klapudo hasn't really been running this game for very long, I believe, and has been having a 3650 PB in that short time is really impressive. And getting a 57 too, I believe DryEye got a high 56,
I
either a
missed that.
56 or a 57. King's Pass, both very good. And honestly, probably anyone in this tournament, except for maybe one or two people, will be very happy with the 57 in a race.
I definitely would.
And into Crossroads we go. One thing that I also find interesting to look at in this race is DryEye's average time across the tournament, not getting that inventory job, getting hit by RNG there. DryEye currently has one race on the record with a 35-24, which is the third fastest average across the tournament so far. Kuro and Kali have faster averages with 35-10 and 34-41 respectively. So we'll see how those averages start sifting out once this tournament gets a little bit farther in. We still have half of the tournament left. DryEye has 3 matches. Kali has 2, and Kuro has 2 as well left. So those 3 are going to be people to watch for top seed contenders into top 16.
So as expected, both runners got the Aspid quick kill without any
Very
issue.
nice. Dry with Statue Pogo as well.
Klapudo
And
too.
Klapudo with the Statue and Vengefly Pogo, which doesn't do anything, but hey, it lets you get an extra hit on a Vengefly and get your rage out if you need to. Alias raced Asher already? I must have missed that then. My apologies. Thanks for the info though. Alright, Dry into False Knight. Both on pretty good paces. for the VS split at the very least. Good RNG from DryEye. Bad RNG from Klapudo, jumping right. You want False Knight to jump left so you can get hits. Consistently and quickly. One cycle and leaving. We'll see what their times are into Mound here. Should be pretty close. I don't think there's been any massive mistakes from either runner. DryEye with the 30:29, and Klapudo with just about the same. Having a 3:29
Actually, exactly
flat.
the same.
DryEye taking the bench.
Interesting.
Interestingly
Maybe a
enough,
misclick.
potentially. Yeah, they had the same mountain tree. DryEye probably falling a little bit behind from that bench there, but not a big issue. And then of course it's still early game. I don't like saying this very much. It's still anybody's game. It's a 2-second difference at most, so 2 seconds is absolutely something that can go up or down either way, or left or right, if left or right even exist, time-wise, just from RNG.
Yes. I mean, we are getting to one of the most RNG parts of the run. It is Baldur's right now, so...
There's 1 from DryEye, 2 from DryEye, 3 from DryEye as
Perfect.
Klapudo comes in as well. We'll see on the right how many we get here. 1,
First split.
Klapudo saving more time, I believe. Each spit loses on average around 1.5 seconds. So
Yeah, something like that.
a 3 spit is 2 acid spits and loses about 3 seconds.
So that's definitely more than the bench already.
Already more than the bench. And if you get, say hypothetically, 28 spits across the 2 boulders, then you get 26 boulder spits, which I believe is 39 seconds of time loss from RNG alone. Let's get this second boulder here. Get 1 from DryEye. And an extra spit.
Oh,
Damage
you
for
love
getting
to
the
see it.
soul for the fireball skip on the right. Klapudo also coming in. And another first spit. Double first spit. Very nice.
You
DryEye
love to
just
see it.
skipping that fireball skip there. Klapudo not having the soul to begin with. Yeah, it looks like that gap is widened a little bit.
Yeah, it should be about
Klapudo
5
with
seconds.
around 5-6 seconds ahead of DryEye right now. Alright, heading into green path here. I'm looking at these average times. It is interesting seeing as we get into this fireball skip here. 2 fireballs,
No.
not hitting it,
Right.
not hitting it. We'll
Oh
see.
no.
Gonna get the aspid pogo. Klapudo missing it once. Does get it the
Ah,
second time though.
okay.
Again, more time save.
Yeah.
More time save and
Because
making that gap even wider.
Klapudo realized his mistake early, so he only used 1 fireball.
Very nice. Not gonna have too much soul for this fireball skip here, but and DryEye missing this one too. And Klapudo going for the
Klapudo
1
too?
fireball, missing
With the
it,
1 fireball?
falling into the acid.
That's a
Goes for
bit
the
rough because I
pogo,
think...
misses the pogo.
No, the dude pogo.
Ah, this is certainly a green path to watch. Did he fall down?
Yep.
This is certainly a turn of events that no one expected. Is Klapudo 6:38, DryEye 6:53, like another already 15-second gap between these 2 runners, and in the way that probably most people didn't expect.
Yeah, also Klapudo missed the dude pogo because he fell in the acid, so he was off time. But
Yeah.
he knew that, so he went straight for the scenic route, let's say.
Yeah.
While DryEye lost time because he tried and missed.
Yeah, going around and saying hi to all the enemies. DryEye in a rush, but also saying hi to all the enemies.
Nice.
One thing to note, yeah,
Vent
good
Viking.
Vent Viking. One thing to note, both runners not super high on health. Klapudo on 3 and DryEye at 2. Depending on how Hornet behaves, this could just be a death. Which would be very bad in a race, because that's around 3 minutes to get back here.
Yeah, I think that's the by far the worst death you can have in any percent run.
Yeah. Probably the worst death, barring anything in City. DryEye.
I'm
One
not
health.
sure because
How's walking Hornet? DryEye on the left here. Hornet, please. Almost trying to walk into DryEye, but does make it through just barely.
okay.
I think Klapudo had a just slightly better fight there. I mean, the nerves can get to you when you're at 1 health on Hornet. You don't want to lose that 3 minutes, especially in a race.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's just PB attempts, you can just reset. In a race, that's not a thing that you can do. Hornet just kept walking, and DryEye was very close to being hit by that walking multiple times, but did make it through. We'll see how this claw split goes for both runners here.
Right now we have a 15-second difference. About 15 seconds.
Around 15. Just about the same as the last time we checked in there.
Yeah, so they probably had close Hornet fights.
Mm-hmm. No inventory drop down Fungal down this room for either. Klapudo taking a quick hard fall there. Not as hard, not as damaging at all as a dunk in the acid, because that first off loses you anywhere from 3 to like 5 seconds, and also loses you in health. Which, depending on how Upogo goes, that can be important. We'll see that Upogo here from both runners. DryEye going in with Soul for it looks like a 1 fireball. Klapudo having enough for 2 if he elects to do so. Good 1 fireball from DryEye on the left, around the right. Klapudo with a 1 fireball. Oh, that was very far right, but makes it.
Yeah, I think that's his standard setup.
Oh,
No,
and that Mantis Pogo
missing
not
Mantis
quite
Pogo.
being nice. Getting
Okay,
it
good
back up though.
recovery.
Same exact thing happening to Klapudo here. We'll see if he can get this back up. Not quite, it looks like. Gonna go around. Getting this Mantis Warrior Pogo instead. Gonna be a little bit of time loss, but not anything too worrisome, and still ahead a little bit. Still ahead into Grossmom here at Claw at this quit out. Yeah, it looks like a 6-second gap. So
Yes.
definitely making that gap smaller, DryEye, but and then reading the Cornifer card on the ground there was curious at what it said, even though he can't read it because it's in Chinese.
Chinese.
I mean, he is Japanese, so he can probably read it better than most of us can. But do you get the Cornifer lore? I think I've heard he's done that in a race in the past as well. Don't think I've seen that, but... Right, heading up and getting the stag.
Reading the card is the same kind of misinput as sitting on the bench, so maybe he has a setup where he presses up unintentionally. Or...
Maybe. Either that, or maybe it's just RNG manipulation to get a good pattern on Grezmon. Who knows?
Who knows?
Of course, everyone knows you need perfect RNG to get Grezmon. No, you don't. It's not RNG manipulation. Good fight, though. That's going to be some stealing Geo, but not a big issue. Yeah, 13 in the ceiling. Wow. It's more than you usually see. See this cleanup on the left, and you'll see the fight on the right. Looking good. Good cleanup. Missed 1, but not a big issue. I believe each Gruzzer that you miss loses around... If you miss 1 and can instantly get 2 nil hits, that's around, I think, 0.8. I have to think it's 0.8. Ooh, very good from Klapudo. Oh, missed one
Hmm.
though. Losing a little bit, but not an issue. Once again, 1.5. Not. It can definitely add up, but at this point in the race, it's not a super big deal. Taking these inventory damage tanks. Taking a death. Need to be careful not to have inventory open on the last hit, or it becomes. I believe it's called inventory storage. I'm not 100% sure, but
It's a glitch.
it's a glitch, and in
banned
NMG,
one.
it's not quite allowed. Both good though. Trying against the Shade Skip. Both playing on Shaman. No fireballs from either runner. No Shade fireballs. Good
You love to
RNG.
see it.
Oop, quick dash to the left from DryEye. Again, I've been looking at, I'm a big numbers person, so I've been looking at the average times and records for each runner in this tournament so far. So far, there's still 4 people that haven't raced, I believe. But it's interesting seeing how many people are getting these 35, 36 average times. There's, from what I'm seeing right now, at least 7 people with a 36 or better average.
Well, the 36 is a very good average.
36 is a very good average to have. And if I can look a little closer here, I think there's only 4 people with 35 averages. So that number goes way down. And then there's one person, of course, Callie, with the 34-41 single race as of the last time I checked, average time, and that's probably changed after that race earlier. But I really like looking at these sorts of numbers and seeing where people sit on that average time scale. So we get Dreamnail on the left from DryEye, Klapudo on
Yep.
his way as well.
Very clean Dream Plus from, I mean, at least from DryEye and also from Klapudo.
Going from Klapudo. It looks like DryEye has pretty much made up that difference though.
Yep.
We'll see out of a 0 room 14-18 for DryEye. We'll see how Klapudo's matches up against that. Let's go into City. Shouldn't see any route differences here. Both pretty low on Geo for things, but good inventory drop.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that inventory drop on the
Yeah.
left. I think most
Something
people
you
go
usually see.
for the inventory drop on the right out of Seer.
Mhm. Either you get Seer Skip and you don't have to inventory drop, or a lot of people just do it off the right. Not really often that you see the left one. I believe it loses just a tiny bit of time. Not a big issue. Yeah, looks like DryEye's made up the difference.
Yes. They are. DryEye should be like 2 seconds ahead right now.
Yeah, just about. And Gorgeous Husk. That's barely gonna double. And yeah, that's Glean. Damage rotation. DryEye is a little bit low on Geo, but at the same time he doesn't have the option to do Devout Skip because of patch differences. As we said at the very beginning, DryEye is on 1.5.78.11833, which does not have the ability to do a consistent Devout Skip. Klapudo, on the other hand, is on 1.432, I believe, which does have that capacity and capability. Though at the same time, he's a little low on Geo if he wants to go for that. We'll see what he does about this. DryEye going into Gorgeous Husk. Or Great Husk Sentry, rather. He likes to do these pogos. Not overtly fast, but a pretty safe strat. If you can hit those pogos consistently. Yeah, skipping that safety bench, interestingly enough. Klapudo having a little bit of issues climbing up there to begin with.
The Ravas.
And does go for that safety bench. We'll see
Yeah.
how that pans out. I believe this is how it went for the last race between these two as well. DryEye skipping that bench and Klapudo deciding to take it instead.
Yeah, you can definitely understand the
Mhm.
safety bench in City.
Yeah, missing that loses you around like 2.5 seconds, I believe, to come back, or 2.5 minutes rather, as well as losing all of your geo, because you have to re-shade skip, meaning you despawn your shade in city and lose all of the geo that you've built up. Klapudo is at 2 health. We'll see if he takes some heals going into Watcher Knights as DryEye is going into the second pair on full, or first pair rather. And we're going to be seeing a couple of these back rolls. Yeah, another one there. Has no real windup on it and just sends them away from you, and you can't really do anything about that except for just hope that it doesn't happen. I believe I did hear that it only happens when there's 2 Watcher Knights alive. Just interesting to think about. Yeah, there's that back roll again from the left one.
Yeah, I think the Watchers have a slightly different AI when they are alone or they are in a pair.
Yeah, I would believe it.
I think when they are alone they do the swings more often or something like that. I'm not entirely sure.
Those lines. Yeah, DryEye gets through Klapudo on the Watch Knights as well. Looks like he did take a few heals. Was at full health, took a damage.
To full.
Okay. Healed to full before the fight and after the first night. Taking the safety. And into that last pair we go. Taking damage, but does get at least some sort of damage off of that double. Alright, 2 health a little scary, but last pair. I hope that we don't have an issue here, because if we do, that's a lot of time lost. Not quite as much as if you didn't take the bench, but... Alright, we have 1 left in getting a multi-hit fireball. And a lot of rolls not really being able to get any nail hits, but there we go. Nail cancel does it. And we both get first try Watcher Knights this race.
You love to see
Very nice. You really do love to see it. You see DryEye getting down out from Lurien.
The dream they drop instead of an inventory drop.
Love to see that as well. Saw them high five right in that transition there. 655 puts DryEye at 1, 2, 3, 1. Without Devout Skip, you want to be at 1, 2, 1, 4 here. So plenty of Geo to work with. Klapudo, on the other hand, going to be a bit low if he does want to go for that. Yeah, you did see an elevator squeeze from DryEye on the left, having out fire there. Don't see this very often because you don't usually run 8% on 1.5 anymore. But
I think there are a bunch of people in the journey who runs on 1.5. So this is not first inventory elevator squeeze in the tournament.
Alright, in Raptors, there's DryEye. Oh, that's a bit low. I don't think that's gonna work. Unfortunate. Gonna go for Raptors still. It's a bit low. And yeah, gonna miss that. That's quite a bit of time loss. And you saw him try to reset there, but this is a race. You don't have that option.
Yeah.
Does the elevator pogo? Yeah, that's gonna be a chance for Klapudo to catch up.
Yeah. Do you
Regardless
know if he does left or right side rafters?
I'm not entirely sure. It could be either. But regardless, if he gets a first try, that's just time save. That's just free time save compared to going for right rafters, missing, going for left rafters, taking a couple hits, taking some time, and then missing it, and then having to take the elevator. It's gonna save time over that for sure. If Klapudo does get right rafters or left rafters.
Yeah, Klapudo still a little bit low on Geo.
Yeah, wanting I believe 1257 around here. Okay, DryEye at 1 health. Klapudo does go for left rafters rather, and does get it. So that's definitely
First
saving
try.
time, I'll say. Yeah, first try, and gets the sentry pogo as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, DryEye taking a heal. You really don't want to die here, especially in a
really
race.
don't.
In a race this close, and gets the King Station jump. King Station jump into the left side movement, a little bit faster, I believe, than right side movement. I think with that Watcher Knights, though, DryEye is still a little bit ahead, even after that Rafters debacle.
Yeah, he was like 40 seconds ahead after Watcher, so I don't think Klapudo made all that time up. And I think Klapudo is still a little bit low on Geo, like 10 something Geo short.
Just a little bit. Once
No,
again,
sorry.
2357, so only 6
Yeah,
Geo
exactly.
short.
6 Geo short.
Gonna forego it. We'll see what happens with that Geo count later on. Could get Denrocks, could get an extra Devout, could just forego Devout Skip. Could take the Geo Rock in a C-Dash room if he knows about it.
He can also kill one of the spiders in Den.
Lots of options. Probably getting a weird glitch jump, jumping up against the wall instead of away from it and taking a hit because of that. Not much you can do about it. And into Crystal Peak we go. Crystal Peak very movement heavy, and you just get to see the player's raw skill in Peak. This is, I believe, the greatest show of skill in the run, because it's just all precise movement.
Yeah, there's like 0 RNG. But for the Ventfly room.
There's the Ventfly room. There's also definitely RNG and laser timings, and yeah, missing a single wall jump and just losing that cycle. And losing a cycle can be disastrous depending on where you lose it. That one wasn't too bad, but it can become bad. As we see, yeah, a little bit of trouble with Ventfly room on the right from Klapudo taking 2 hits.
Pretty good backup anyway. He didn't lose so much time.
Yeah, took a couple hits, but still got up somewhat nicely. Going for a Dream Nail chop, taking 5 tries, but does get it. I believe it still saves a marginal amount of time, even after that many tries. Alright, we'll see Klapudo on the right going for Pogax here. Good RNG, and does make do with it. Make do with that RNG. Getting up very nicely. Ooh, DryEye going for that wall cling. The wall cling down from the C-Dash gauntlet. If you go for it a little early, you just run into the spikes and have to do the entire thing again off cycle. Which is definitely not what you want to be doing in a race where that loses 20 seconds. Dream Nail drops, I believe, just take less time away from you, so you can retry them a little bit faster than inventory drops where you have to open and close the inventory.
Klapudo getting the inventory drop first try.
Very nice. Oh, DryEye had to dodge a little bit and delay some inventory drops, and gets hit once near the bottom anyways. Not you want to be seeing. Klapudo going for the damage tank cycle. 1 health, but this is all set movement, so as long as you can get that, not an issue. And does get it.
Yeah, does get it.
DryEye
So.
remarkably missing that, missing
Ooh.
missing the acid skip twice. You don't see that usually from DryEye. It might be race nerves.
Yeah. They can definitely get to it. Do you?
And honestly, this is probably one of DryEye's splits where he wants to save time because he knows that Umu one cycle like the back of his hand, almost taking a death, but safe movement there. We'll see if he takes this bench. And yes, going to take the bench.
On Klapudo's side, we saw the Mender bug.
Ooh, Menderbug. Hello. Don't think we've seen much of them in this tournament. But again, DryEye, this is one split where he wants to save time because he knows Ubu 2 cycle, and I'm not sure Klapudo does. At the very least, we should at least see a 3 cycle from both runners. Klapudo getting that acid skip first try, saving time there at least.
Yeah, let's hope for good Umu RNG for both runners.
Yeah, Umu coming down here. No extra from DryEye. Lure them over to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
Not
yes.
enough fireballs. You need 7 fireball hits and just barely miss one. Not getting that dream nail either.
Did the last one miss?
Yes, one of the last 2 missed, and also having very
okay.
low soul. We'll see if this is even a 3 cycle at this point.
I think it is, but it's hard.
It should be. It should be. We did get 2 doubles, which is quite a bit of damage there.
Yes.
DryEye taking a little bit of damage too.
Klapudo starting off with the fight too.
Is that an extra from DryEye's
Ooh.
end? That's an extra. Not great RNG.
No.
Klapudo with some interesting movement.
Yeah.
Might just be going for a 3 cycle. Who knows?
Yeah. DryEye got 3 cycles.
Oh,
missing the last
Klapudo
fireball.
missing 1 fireball. That was very close to being
Yes.
a perfect first cycle. I've never seen that movement, but hey, if it works, it works. Though it didn't quite make it that time and not having full soul either here.
Well, that's actually I think a good choice because since he can't 2 cycle anymore, he saves life for, let's say, a probably guaranteed 3 cycle anyway.
Klapudo gonna have a much easier time on that 3 cycle than DryEye. The DryEye did get it as well. And getting Dream Mill. No extras, so a little bit better RNG. This is, again, one place where DryEye wanted to save time. Would have wanted to save time. Klapudo probably saving time on this split as well, though. Gosh, this is a much closer race than the last one between these two was. Yeah, Umu kill at 27:11 and 27:23. Only 12 seconds apart. We'll see how the rest of this race goes. Because I believe they both do QGA into QG, into Deep Nest. So we won't be seeing any route differences from here, but...
No, Deep Nest out.
DryEye, though, does have a lot of soul, a lot of extra soul from that 3 cycle. Not gonna have much issue getting enough for Petra's coming up here. But before that, we of course have the well-known and all hating QGA. Acre and killer of many runs, and it might kill this one too. 2 dunks already.
3
dunks. Oh my gosh. You don't usually see there's some DryEye. 4 dunks. You're gonna have to take some heals for safety. Getting the cling and gets the jump out. Okay. Going into QG on 3 health, but lost all of that soul.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue. You have to
And
farm soul.
doesn't have the option to den quit out either, so gonna have to, or without losing time at the very least, gonna have to take some extra time getting soul, healing up, and potentially risking losing that health again through QG. Taking the diagonal drop through that room as we see Klapudo also on his way
To
into QGA.
A nice
Good.
Petra.
And left side Petra's very nice. Gets that last nail
Okay.
hit. And Klapudo getting a first try, again saving time. DryEye wants to save time on these to pull that gap wider, but Klapudo just leeching time from that
think
Watcher Knights fight on the
Ooh.
entire time. DryEye taking another dunk. Still 4 health, still workable, but it still hurts. Klapudo doing a wall C dash. I've never seen that before. That's actually pretty cool. Getting that first double and going for right side Petras here. Gets the 2 fireballs, needs 2 nail hits, and gets both of them in 1.
Okay. And you also got the Geo he was missing.
Mm.
Ooh, dunking here.
Taking a quick dunk. Just waiting out that Petra and taking the damage anyways, but yeah, Klapudo on 3 health, DryEye on 4, but it's much more of an issue for DryEye.
Yeah,
Having
because
4 health.
Klapudo has the Geo and the ability to the possibility to do the Vault skip, so he probably
Exactly.
without.
You might see a quit out. We also did see a heal from Klapudo though. Ugh, a little scary wall jump. On the left, DryEye going into distant village here. Again, another place that could just lose you 50 seconds.
Yeah.
If you don't play it well. Which I hope we do, and yes, we do. DryEye making it up.
Okay.
Klapudo on his way down through Deep Nest as well. This is a very, very, very close race. Again, a lot closer than their first match was, and this is just a blast to watch. I think DryEye is just going to be the slightest bit ahead into Beast Den. And, oh, Klapudo close to PB as well, plus 0.8 at QG entry. Wow. DryEye, yeah, going to be taking out this Devout. Very good, getting some of that Geo.
Okay.
We're
should be
making
fine
it
on
into
Geo.
Beast Den as well.
Ooh.
2 health
Neat.
hurts a little bit and doesn't have a lot of soul to work with. 1 health. Ooh!
Ooh.
Just barely iframed that spit from the spider. And yeah, gonna be taking a heal here. Probably thought of taking 2, but decided to just take 1 instead. Ooh, that spit as well.
Saving the grub. You love to see it.
Absolutely. And getting full soul here.
Yeah.
And yeah, just getting past that Devout shouldn't be much of an issue from here on. Klapudo
No,
not
missing
missing
the
Devout
Skip.
skip. I'm just gonna take the kill here. So one place that Klapudo could have saved time, going into the rest of Den with 2 health. Now, if a Devout skip existed for that last Devout, that would be an option, but unfortunately, I don't think it does. So just
No,
gonna
me
have
neither.
to take that time loss from missing Devout skip there. And did take a heal as well, so missing this poke a couple times. At this point, every single mistake counts.
Yep.
At this point, every single mistake counts. And
Ooh.
just going from what I've seen of DryEye's runs, I think he has the upper hand in the rest of the run. Being, of course, a top runner.
Ooh,
Getting bad
Devout.
RNG on that Devout. Ooh, and yes, does get above at least. Gonna have to play this a little bit careful. Doesn't have the option to do the damage tank on the Devout.
Yeah, he can do the quick kill.
Needs 3 nail hits, 2 more nail hits, and a fireball. Fireball and 1 more here. And yeah, Klapudo gonna be bleeding time here for the first time in a few splits. Been just leeching time off of DryEye, and now DryEye's the one leeching off of him instead.
In the one split where Klapudo should have saved time too.
Mm-hmm. Having
This
the
race is a
option
bit...
to devout skip. It's a very close race. I think this might be the closest race in the tournament so far. on a matter of seconds apart. Don't think we've seen anything this close in the rest of the pools yet. Yeah, I'm looking through the list of races that I have on here, and I think the closest race outside of this has been 33 seconds apart.
Right
And
now,
right now it's only 26.
26.
Still 26. That's gonna be hard for Klapudo to make back, especially against someone like DryEye.
Yeah.
But of course, it's 1.5 THK, 1.4 THK, and you know how 1.5, 1.4 THK can be. Can just be very, very unfair and very fast, and just take your HP down, not give you a chance to heal either. Very fast opener from DryEye. Having enough soul, getting a stagger. Dash gets the double. Gets another double.
Ooh, that's stagger.
Down. Gets another double. Capitalizing on all of these dashes that he's getting.
And he's not getting any parry.
And another.
So far.
Not quite getting a chance for that one. Taking 2 hits. Taking another. All of a sudden, 2 health. It looks scary. All of a sudden, 1 health has the hope for an opportunity to heal and takes that death. That's the chance that Klapudo needs. That's the chance that Klapudo needs to take this race back into his own hands. Though, again, DryEye, very good at this fight, has a chance. And of course, Klapudo could take a death too. DryEye, though, very good at the fight and might not even need that to make it back. Getting more doubles as Klapudo starts the fight as well. DryEye still looks ahead, but real time is not game time, and Klapudo is starting the fight faster than DryEye is starting his second. Already at 3 health.
I think Klapudo is starting about 25 seconds ahead of DryEye.
Yeah, I believe so. Going for all of these doubles, and Klapudo capitalizing on most of them.
Yep.
DryEye
missing a double.
DryEye on 3, Klapudo on 4, Klapudo on 3, DryEye on 3 as well, but going to be a nice parry, but takes the damage after.
Parry, but...
Simultaneous screams, DryEye on his second, Klapudo on his first. Oh, this is so close, oh my god. Gets the double, gets the down. DryEye, depending on RNG, could be pretty much in the clear here. Gets a parry. Klapudo very close to the wall, getting that side fountain.
The fountain.
DryEye, yeah, on the fountain. And playing it very well.
Getting the self-stab right now.
Yeah, Klapudo knows he has time, so he's just taking the heals.
Yeah.
Self-stab. DryEye on the last hits. 1 health, but not an issue, and finishes the fight.
Okay, DryEye finished the fight.
See. Klapudo still has some time to work with, and gets another fountain as well. This could be it, depending on how well he can play it. This could be the race. It goes into self-stab.
Another self-stab.
And that's Scream. Not getting the Scream skip, but hey, there's still time. There's still time.
Yeah, we are very close.
37-39. Klapudo needs around a 37-10 kill to take this, which could happen. Getting bounces though, and that's the kill. DryEye with 37-39. We'll see.
That should beat Klapudo.
Absolutely. Either way it goes, absolutely the closest race in this tournament so far.
Yes, definitely very close. It should be less than 10 second difference, or about 10 seconds, something like that.
Less than 10. Less than 10, and that's gonna be it. It's looking good. 37-28. And that's GG.
10 seconds and a half.
Yeah, 10.5 seconds. Klapudo taking it over DryEye. Probably the biggest upset we've seen in this tournament so far, which is insane. Oh my gosh, that was such a good race.
Yeah.
All the way through. DryEye taking the lead. ahead very far at Watcher Knights than Klapudo, just leeching time back and missing the devout skip, but DryEye giving that opening for Klapudo to make it back at the very, very end against THK. And Klapudo takes that and runs with it and wins by 10.5 seconds. Absolute amazing race there.
Yeah, that was
It was-
very, very fun to watch. And to commentate, of course.
and to commentate. We'll see if either of them want to come in for interviews here. We'll see. Klapudo and DryEye. If DryEye wants to come in, if not, that's a choice that you can make as well.
GG's.
GG's. And congratulations on the win.
Huh? How?
GG.
GG's on the win. And GG's to DryEye as well.
GG's.
That was a race to watch. And were either of you, I have a question real quick before we start on interviews. Were either of you watching the race as you were racing?
I only
Good.
hopped into the chat for a second after Lyrian because shit run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. DryEye, were you watching the race? レース中にミラー配信の方は見ていましたでしょうか？
見ていました。
見ていました. And DryEye was watching the race. Looks like. Oh gosh. And what a race it was.
What happened on
Ah.
DryEye's side then?
It was so close. It was within like 10 seconds up until Beasten, and then that devout skip happened. But then DryEye took a death to THK.
Oh.
And that just gave the opportunity to take it and run. You did. GG's on the win. What did you think about the run?
I don't like my run. I mean, the run itself was okay, but every big time loss is just me being bad. Like, Cloak was bad, Epogo was bad, Watchers were meh, Trap Bench was bad, Hera was... Okay, Hera, yeah, no, I was bad on the devout skip.
Apparently, I saw in chat you were only 0.3 behind of PB at QG entry. Is that true?
0.5, yeah.
0.5.
Because I had 4 cycle in PB yesterday.
Yeah.
But I knew this
Oh
couldn't
my gosh.
PB.
So yeah. And with that green path, with that Watcher Knights, maybe a PB's on the horizon for you.
I got a PB
Yeah.
yesterday, so I am fine with not PBing.
Yeah, definitely is opportunities to do that, make that happen if you just keep going though. And again, GG's on the win. DryEye, how did you feel about that race? 感想お願いいたします。
感想、はい。楽しかったです。クラプドさん、ありがとうございました。あと、不甲斐ないレース内容で、大変申し訳ありませんでしたとお伝えいただければと思います。Thank you.
It was a fun race, and GG's to Klapudo on the win, and I apologize for having not being able to live up to expectations for the race and not having a very good run. But thank you for the race, is what DryEye has to say.
Arigato, DryEye.
ありがとう、クラプド。Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
2 more chances for DryEye to get a PB, race PB in group, so.
Yeah. We definitely do have a few more races in this group. We have, I believe 3 more. So we'll be seeing those pretty soon here. FF, do you have any questions for the two of them?
No, I don't think I have.
All right. If anyone in chat has anything to say about the race, we had so many GGs and so many.
Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing any question from chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coles, and thank you, Restream.
Yeah. Thank you to racers, and thank you to our restreamer as well. And thank you all for watching. I think this is the race to watch in this tournament.
Yeah, this was definitely a race to watch.
Yeah. All right. I think if there's nothing else, we'll be wrapping up. When is our next race?
Maybe
Yeah, if
tomorrow.
you have that info. Maybe tomorrow. That's a good answer. Let me
Yeah,
check.
I
real
mean,
quick.
there is a race tomorrow at
No. Is it?
18 UTC.
Mm. There is.
And
It
yeah.
looks like a race on a Wednesday. Wednesday at my time it's 12, so it would be
18 UTC.
yeah 18 UTC. 18 UTC on Wednesday. That's I believe in 2 days from now.
Yes.
So we'll be waiting for that. Nothing really in the immediate future tomorrow, but hey, feel free to stick around and drop a follow if you want to get notified for these next races. Again, there's upsets like these, and you'll be seeing more of these as the tournament goes on. We see more of these matches. But yeah, that's gonna be it. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you around on the next race.